He was a failed artist who became one of history's most infamous dictators, a man whose ambition and hatred plunged the world into war and led to the deaths of tens of millions. In few minutes, we'll explore the life, rise, and fall of Adolf Hitler, the man behind World War II and the Holocaust. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon as we dive into this dark but important chapter of human history. Adolf Hitler was born in Austria in 1889. He showed early interest in art but was rejected twice by the Academy of Fine Arts Vienna. Living in poverty, he developed strong nationalist and anti-Semitic views, influenced by the political climate in Vienna at the time. In 1914, Hitler enlisted in the German army during World War I. He served as a messenger and was wounded twice. He received the Iron Cross for bravery, but ended the war devastated by Germany's defeat. Like many Germans, he believed in the stab-in-the-back myth that Germany had been betrayed by internal enemies, particularly Jews and communists. After the war, Hitler joined a small nationalist group, the German Workers' Party. He quickly became its most powerful speaker and renamed it the National Socialist German Workers' Party, or Nazi Party. In 1923, he led the failed beer hall putsch in Munich, an attempted coup to seize power. He was arrested and sentenced to prison, where he wrote Mein Kampf, outlining his ideology: anti-Semitism, Aryan supremacy, and German expansionism. By the early 1930s, Germany was in crisis, crippled by the Great Depression and humiliated by the Treaty of Versailles. Hitler used this to his advantage, promising to restore German pride. In 1933, Hitler was appointed Chancellor of Germany. Within months, he consolidated power. After the Reichstag fire, he passed the Enabling Act, giving him dictatorial authority. The Nazis outlawed opposition parties, sent critics to concentration camps, and used propaganda to build a cult of personality. The Gestapo silenced dissent, while Joseph Goebbels controlled mass media. Hitler's regime began rearming Germany, violating the Treaty of Versailles. He promoted a fascist state built on racism, militarism, and absolute loyalty to the Führer. On September 1, 1939, Hitler invaded Poland. Britain and France declared war. World War II had begun. Germany's blitzkrieg tactics led to rapid victories: Poland, France, Norway, the Low Countries. By 1940, Hitler controlled most of Western Europe. He then turned east, launching Operation Barbarossa, a massive invasion of the Soviet Union in 1941. Though initially successful, the tide began to turn, especially after the defeat at Stalingrad. Meanwhile, Hitler had allied with Italy and Japan, creating the Axis powers. One of the darkest legacies of Hitler's rule was the Holocaust. Driven by his racist ideology, Hitler sought to eliminate Europe's Jewish population. Ghettos were created, mass shootings began, and in 1942, the Nazis implemented the final solution, a plan for systematic genocide. Over 6 million Jews were murdered in concentration and extermination camps like Auschwitz, along with millions of others. Roma, disabled people, political prisoners, and more. It remains one of the greatest crimes against humanity in history. By 1944, Allied forces were closing in. The D-Day landings opened a Western front, while Soviet forces advanced from the east. Germany was being bombed relentlessly. Hitler retreated to a bunker in Berlin. On April 30, 1945, with Soviet troops just blocks away, Hitler committed suicide alongside Eva Braun, his longtime companion, whom he had married the day before. He was 56. 1 week later, Germany surrendered. Adolf Hitler's legacy is one of destruction, hatred, and genocide. His rise shows how fragile democracies can be and how dangerous unchecked power becomes when combined with ideology and propaganda. His actions led to over 70 million deaths, reshaped global politics, and scarred the 20th century forever. Today, Hitler is remembered not for glory or greatness, but as a warning, a reminder of what can happen when humanity loses its way. If you found this video informative, please like and share. Subscribe for more concise breakdowns of history's most important and often darkest moments. And let us know in the comments, what do you think is the most important lesson from Hitler's rise and fall?